Hello, I am Shelby, and I saw a lot of people posting on YouTube or Facebook about their experience of the Joplin tornado. I was one of those victims. I survived the tornado. Let's just say that. But I think I should tell my side of this story. And this is how the day started off on May 22nd, 2011. I went to church that morning and I got a very bad headache. So I went home from church early that day, and so I went home, I kind of rested up a little bit, and then that day went by kind of slow. Well, I thought it was nighttime already whenever we were eating lunch at my house. And then so I go after lunch, I go downstairs. My mom takes her usually nap or whatever, and I fell asleep downstairs in the theater room. My mom, she's already waken up and everything, and she says, "Shelby, wake up, the tornado warning is going off. The sirens are going off." So I'm like, okay, and I get up and I'm a little dizzy because I just woke up. And so I walk upstairs to see what it looked like outside, because I've been through that. I was in another tornado, but it wasn't bad. It just knocked off one of our tree limbs and it hit our house, but no bad damage. So I just wanted to see what the sky looked like. So I got bored with that and I went downstairs, and my sister was in her room before I went upstairs asleep, and she went into the theater room as well, and we almost fell asleep again. And my dad comes running downstairs saying, "Everybody get in my music room right now." My sister, she's like, "But the music room has a window in it." He's like, "I don't care, get in the music room now." So we all seven of us run into my dad's music room, and we huddle in the far right corner. And my dad's standing by the window, and he saw the neighbor's roof come completely off. So he's like, "Holy crap!" So he comes over and kneels by us to guard us. My mom was guarding us, and my dad was, and I was holding on to my niece, well, my cousin, and then I saw the window go black, and then all of a sudden I heard a big boom. And the after I heard the boom, part of our ceiling came off, like just a little, like it looked like a torn piece of paper, like you were getting ready to tear a piece of paper. And then all of a sudden, my whole first floor was gone, completely gone. And I looked up and I saw the sky, but well, I didn't look up at that time because the tornado was still right above us, and took off my dad's hat. He was like, "You took my hat." And then, so I didn't hear a train. It sounded like some evil, evil thing was just going, yelling at you like, "Ah." But it was way worse. It did kind of sound like a train, but not like with the woo woo. And, after that, my dad, he got up and he's like, "Okay, everybody go into the laundry room," which was right by his music room. And so he walks in there, and well, I mean, I get up. I was the first one to get up. I'm like, "I'm getting out of this rain. I'm getting out." And I walk about 4 steps and I step on a nail. It punctured my foot. I was just like, walk, walk. Oh, then I kept on walking, and we were, everybody got in the basement, well, the laundry room, and everybody got in the laundry room, and we waited there about 5 minutes. My foot was starting to hurt, it was throbbing in pain, and we were standing in water, and I was holding on to my bear, holding on to this bear, and also holding on to something I had since I was 2 that my aunt made me. But it was already shredded and stuff, but it was all wet, and my bear was all wet. And then my parents came back and they gave us shoes. I couldn't put on one of the shoes because my foot was hurting, and we walk up our basement stairs, and all we see is nothing but open air, and we didn't see anybody. And this was 10 minutes after the tornado hit us, and we saw no one. We thought we were the only ones alive. But then we saw a little boy that was one of our neighbors from up the street saying, "Hey, come to our house. We have water. We don't have electricity, but we have water and stuff." And his dad sees me limping and picks me up. And then we waited a few more minutes, and my brother got there to the house, wondering if we were okay. And he puts me on his back, and he looks at my foot, and I look at my foot, and you see this big old honkin', it looked like a golf ball was in my foot, and it was blue, and it was swollen, and it was bent. My foot was bent in a certain way, and he took us to his car. Our doors were totaled completely, and he took us to his car, and he drove us to my grandma's house. And my mom's just like, "Shelby needs to get checked out right now. She needs to get checked to see if she's okay." And so my Uncle Paul and my dad take me to Memorial Hall, and I said I had to go to the bathroom, so my dad picked me up, and he's like, "You're not little anymore." And then I walk to the well, I don't walk, I'm carried to the bathroom, and I saw this boy with no flesh on his face. And I'm like, "Dad," and he's like, "Close your eyes then, because you're gonna see a lot of that." And so the next day I got checked, and I just punctured my foot, and now I can walk. My church is gone though. If I would have went to church that night like I usually go to church, I wouldn't be here. We had to move. We moved to a different city. But Joplin will always be in my heart. I grew up there, I was born there. It'll always be in my heart. And I just hope that everybody is okay from it. And I know a lot of people died from it. But all we gotta do right now is move on. And that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to move on. So comment on this if you want. But just thank God that a lot of people survived. Thanks for watching.